Over 150 different roller coasters are located at a Six Flags park. 8 out of the company's 15 parks offer 10 or more different roller coasters. With so many great parks filled with some of the best coasters in the world, how can we rank each Six Flags park based on their coaster lineup? Well, I'm going to share how I would personally rank each park and share what type of coaster that I would love to see built at the park next. Welcome to Theme Park Predictions. My name is Brandon, and here are some of my upcoming videos that I will be releasing this month. For these rankings, I will not be going into much detail about the 3 non-branded parks, but here's how I rank them. Coming in last at number 15 is The Great Escape. Then you have Frontier City at number 14, and number 13 is La Ronde. Now starting off the list of the official branded Six Flags parks. Number 12, Six Flags Darien Lake. This park, located about 30 minutes west of Buffalo, New York, is home to 8 coasters and has been in and out of the Six Flags family of parks since 1999. Six Flags Darien Lake offers 8 coasters with your typical SLC and Boomerang clones. Not to mention, but there are only 2 coasters at this park that aren't technically a clone, and that would be Viper and Predator. The top 3 coasters at Darien Lake would be Ride of Steel, Viper, and Tantrum. What type of coaster would I like to see come to Darien Lake? Well, of course I would say converting Predator into a hybrid, but let's make things interesting here. I'm going to go with the custom designed S&S Air Launch Coaster. Number 11 is Six Flags Mexico. Spread out over 110 acres, this Six Flags features 9 coasters and over 2.5 million people visit this park each year, which is located just outside of Mexico City. My main issue with this park is out of the 9 coasters it offers, 7 of them are clones. Obviously, 2 out of the 3 best coasters at Six Flags Mexico would be Medusa Steel Coaster and their Superman Hyper Coaster. And I'd have to throw in, I guess, the S&S Free Spin Wonder Woman as a third. What type of coaster would I like to see come to Six Flags Mexico? A custom designed RMC single rail coaster, in my opinion, would be the perfect fit for this park. Number 10, Six Flags America. Six Flags owns 523 acres of land, but only uses 131 acres for the park itself. Six Flags America is home to 9 coasters, and just like Six Flags Mexico, this park features 7 clones when the coasters were built, since War at Discovery Kingdom is now a hybrid. The top 3 coasters at Six Flags America would be Superman Ride of Steel, Joker's Jinx, and Firebird. Some would say Batwing, but I would take a B&M Floorless over a Vekoma Flying Coaster any day. What type of coaster would I like to see come to Six Flags America? Well, I'd love to see the park open an Intamin Blitz coaster, very similar to one of Intamin's newest Blitz coasters, Taiga. I think Six Flags America needs a good standout coaster, and a coaster that features airtime, multiple launches, and inversions, in my opinion, would really draw in the crowds. Six Flags St. Louis is number 9 on the list. This is one of my favorite Six Flags parks. To me, I just love the setting and feel of this park. I don't know about you, but every time I visit this park, I'm blasting Country Grammar by Nelly. Such a great album. Anyways, this park covers 323 acres and features 9 different coasters, but how many clones? The good news is the park only offers 5 clones. You have Batman the Ride, Mr. Freeze, and American Thunder are the top 3 at the park and are all great rides that happen to be clones. What type of coaster would I like to see come to Six Flags St. Louis? I would love to see a hypercoaster of some sort, maybe one from Chance Rides or Vekoma. Number 8, Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. This 135-acre park features 11 roller coasters, awesome animal exhibits, and is located in the Bay Area. Discovery Kingdom will have to be very creative in placing future coasters to make them fit, if they choose not to replace any existing coasters. 7 out of the 11 coasters at this park are clones, but the top 3 would be Joker, Medusa, and Superman Ultimate Flight. What type of coaster would I like to see come to Discovery Kingdom? Well, I would love to see a family Gravity Group wooden coaster open at the park. In 2021, Discovery Kingdom will offer 3 family coasters, and that is including the new Sidewinder Safari, and the rest of the coasters are all classified as extreme. Six Flags Over Texas would fall on this list at number 7. Sitting on 212 acres, this thrill park is located in between Dallas and Fort Worth. There are 12 different coasters at Six Flags Over Texas, and 7 of them are not clones, so that's great for this park. The top 3 would be Shockwave, Mr. Freeze, and the new Texas Giant. What type of coaster would I like to see come to Over Texas? I would love to see a B&M Wing come to the park. Yes, I'm not a huge fan of B&M Wing coasters, and I know this probably won't happen, but I think this type of an attraction would be a great move for the park to increase attendance and revenue. Number 6, Six Flags New England. This park is located right on the banks of the Connecticut River and sits on 235 acres and features 12 different coasters. The top 3 for SFNE would be Goliath, Flashback, and Riddler Revenge. I mean, that would be the top 3 Vekomas at the park, right? But the real top 3 would be Superman, Wicked Cyclone, and Batman the Dark Knight. And Intamin, RMC, and B&M. Not bad for a top 3. Outside of the top 3, there is only one other coaster at the park that isn't a clone, and that is Thunderbolt. What type of coaster would I like to see come to New England? I would love for the park to remove both boomerangs in exchange for a custom layout S&S Air Launch Coaster, New England's largest and fastest launch coaster. Number 5. Six Flags Fiesta Texas. This park, located in San Antonio, Texas, is often referred to as Six Flags Park that really isn't a Six Flags park. Fiesta Texas is just on a different level as the other Six Flags parks, as far as the guest service and park infrastructure goes. And I think a large part of that has to do with the park management team, and in my opinion, Fiesta has one of the top 5 best park GMs in Jeffrey Seifert. The top 3 at Fiesta would be Iron Rattler, Wonder Woman, and Superman Krypton Coaster. Fiesta only offers 3 coasters that are not a clone, so that is very disappointing. What type of coaster would I like to see come to Fiesta Texas? I would love a hypercoaster that runs behind Pandemonium and interacts with the rock quarry walls. Come on, Jeff, if you're watching this, you know this would increase your attendance like crazy. Six Flags Over Georgia comes in at number 4. This 290-acre park is located just west of downtown Atlanta, and I've always loved the setting and layout of this park. Over Georgia is home to 11 coasters, in which only 3 of them are clones. The top 3 at the park would easily be Goliath, Twisted Cyclone, and Mindbender. If we were ranking this list off of not clones, then Over Georgia would be ranked even higher. What type of coaster would I like to see come to Over Georgia? I would love to see a custom Vekoma multi-launch coaster make its way to the park. A ride that primarily focuses on airtime, inversions, launches, and quick transitions. Six Flags Great Adventure starts off our top 3. 3.2 million people visit Great Adventure each year. That is a ton of people. The top 3 coasters at Great Adventure would be the new for 2021 Jersey Devil coaster, El Toro, and Nitro. Some would argue King Dakar, but I think Nitro is personally a more complete ride. 7 out of the 13 coasters are clones, so that isn't the worst ratio for a Six Flags park. And besides, Great Adventure has El Toro. Moving on. What type of coaster would I like to see coming to Great Adventure? I would love to see a custom designed launch coaster from either S&S or Vekoma debut at the park next. Coming in at number 2. Six Flags Great America. This Gurnee, Illinois park sits on 304 acres and offers 15 different coasters. The top 3 coasters, in my opinion, would be Goliath, Raging Bull, and Max Force. But there are so many other good coasters here that could make up your top 3. That's how awesome this park is. What type of coaster would I like to see coming to Great America? I would like them to RMC American Eagle or debut the world's first S&S Axis coaster. I think either of these would easily increase the importance of this park. And finally, number 1. Six Flags Magic Mountain, the roller coaster capital of the world, at least for another year until Energylandia builds more. To pick a top 3 at Magic Mountain is pretty much impossible, but my personal top 3 would be X2, Twisted Colossus, and Full Throttle. I like Tatsu, but I'm not a huge flying coaster fan. What are your top 3 at Magic Mountain? Let me know in the comments. What type of coaster would I like to see come to Magic Mountain? I would love to see Magic Mountain open a Hyper or Giga. I know the park already has Goliath, but it's Goliath we're talking about. So a coaster that focuses on airtime would be a great addition to the park. So that is how I rank each Six Flags park based off their coaster lineup. Does your rankings differ from mine? If so, please share them below in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, give the video a like, and be safe, stay positive, and keep riding coasters.